Belly surgery.
Good morning.
Morning.
How can I help you today? Well, I just came to get some help, right? Going through a tough time in my life. And I just wanted to know exactly what happens in the counseling session. And then I would just, that will move from there if possible.
Well, what happens is that you explain, you tell me about your problems, and we see how best both of us can work together to assist you, no matter what your problem is.
Okay. My issue is that, one, as you can see, I found out about 2-3 months ago that I'm 5 months pregnant. And while I already have 2 other children, I'm only 23 years old. And on top of all of that, well, a little while after I found out I was pregnant, I found out that I am going to lose my job. So I was excited, right? And then finding out that I'm going to lose my job is like a mistake. And now it frustrates me because I have 2 children already on my hands to mine. Plus I have another one that I have on the way. I'm going to lose my job. I don't really have a stable income. So then where do I go? Right? Children father not around.
Let us deal with the baby. Are you okay health-wise and everything?
Yes, health-wise I'm okay.
Okay.
I go to the doctor very often to do checkups and stuff.
Okay.
The last time I went to the doctor, we did an ultrasound.
I think you are both okay.
Yes, we are both okay. It's a little boy that I'm having. And yeah, he's growing fine.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So, you and baby are fine. Let's deal with work. How long have you been there?
I have been there for 3 years now.
Okay. Was it a contract?
It was a temporary contractual position. It was every year they used to renew the contract.
Okay.
But now, due to circumstances, they're not renewing the contract. So before they were renewing it, I didn't have anything in writing. I just had the document. And then I found out officially 2 weeks ago that they're not going to renew my contract, which I have a problem with dealing with right now. And ever since I found out that, I have been totally zoomed out because I keep thinking, what next? Where would I go to? How would I make up with my 3 children? I mean, I love my children, yes. I have to provide for my children. I have to provide for myself, yes, right? So what would I do if I don't have a job, right? Am I to give up the baby that I'm having now because I cannot be with 2 children and a newborn baby? I just cannot right now.
Well, it sounds impossible, but it's not. Let me interject again. What about the children's father?
The children's father is 2 separate children's fathers that I have, right?
Okay, so is it that the baby father is somebody else, but the other 2?
No, the baby's father and the last one's father is the same.
I understand.
And the first one, her father, not around because, well, he wanted me back and I didn't want him back. And when I get pregnant for the next one, he fine, well, he just say, since I get pregnant for the next one, this one isn't his own. So he not having anything to do with the child with them.
Do you know that you can go to family court to deal with that father
I know
and
that, but
seek? Well, you don't like that?
you see, it's not that I don't like it so much. But I used to watch them videos on them every morning and some courthouse and see me, I ain't going to put myself through that long. Right? So I just decided to be an independent woman and see what my turn on my own.
I understand, but it's an avenue and there will be less stress on you because remember you'll have another baby. But it's just that you get a $3 because the stamp costs $3. You have the baby, the child's electronic birth certificate, you walk with that and a copy, and they give you a date and they serve you a summons. And he comes there and the money is placed there so that every month he has to put it into your account there and you go and collect it, because remember it is for the upkeep of his child. If he states that the child isn't his, the magistrate will ask him, does he want a paternity test, which he has to pay for. So believe me, he would not say that. When they sit in there, they speak differently. But I'm not faulting you, I'm just giving you avenues and different choices that you have. That's for one. With respect to the other two, so this nice little bouncing boy that's coming along, and the other daughter, how is this daddy? Is he assisting?
Well, he got a class. I don't know what's coming up. I don't know what's that. So I just seem to be putting myself into the same situation over and over again, and I honestly don't know what to do now, because it's like,
don't beat up yourself. Yeah, you have another avenue as well. You can apply for social assistance in the meanwhile, and you would send your resume out and you would get another job. There are programs that the government has in place that could assist you. But upkeep, you can apply for the food card at the Ministry of Social Development. Ministry of the People and Social Development. You're familiar with the ministry?
I know, I hear about some ministry that was helping people with food card.
What happened? You don't like the food card?
It's not that I don't like the food card.
Go ahead, you go ahead.
My mom was working.
Yes.
So I didn't need all the things, but now I'm working and I have a car. If I walk from here to there, I'm going
because you're pregnant. And then the additional mental stress. But the food card is something private. Nobody would know you are getting the food card. When you go to cash in the line, you can get a temporary food card. So when you can go for the interview, there's a lady that I deal with from the office. I can give you a referral to go, and she will sit down with you and do a means test. And you could indicate in limit what you would say to her about your situation. So, but and then once I send you to her, she would know that you are one of my clients and that they're sitting in your own chair. And remember, this is confidential. What I'm telling you, everything you share here with me is confidential. The only thing I will say to her about your situation, if you agree, after we are finishing up the session today, is that you are coming and that your name is so, and that, and anything she asks you while she fills the form, you are free to answer or not. But it will just be for a temporary period to assist. The sums are $700, $1,400, and of course no alcohol can be purchased with the card. But you can get items for the kids, baby stuff, and things, small things for yourself. So things are not lost, and in the meantime you can send out your resume.
Yeah, but the first time was more I can tell everyone I'm pregnant, but nobody hired me, I'm pregnant.
You cannot say that. They cannot stereotype, they cannot hold that against you. Pregnancy happens, women make babies all the time.
Yeah.
I know some employers are like that, but let us think positive. Let us try it and see where it goes. And try to keep an open mind about the food card and about.
So if I don't want another children,
I thought you just told me you love your children.
I love the children, but I want the best for them. I cannot do this. I cannot. It's just frustrated. I just so frustrated.
Practice something with me. We can do it together. We can get you back on track. How that song? Try it. Working together with Miss Bradshaw, we can do it. Say that, please.
Working together with Miss Bradshaw, we can do it.
Right? We can do this. You can get back on street. That job was a nice stepping stone. You can get something better to do. And you may, who knows, you may get, have you ever applied to Service Commission? You fill the government form to join the public service?
No.
But you see, we have avenues that we can try. Within 3 to 4 months, they respond, and you'll be placed when someone goes on leave temporarily. Right? What qualifications do you have?
Well, I have qualifications. Is the thing I just get when you're something?
Yes.
Well, I have 9 THC full of books.
Very good.
I have 4 distinctions versus 2s. And I do a certificate in reading.
right now I've seen on the papers recently, you must buy the papers every day. I saw where family court will had some vacancies. So the thing about it is, you will send out your resume, and but first let me backtrack. I want to congratulate you on your education. I think you are a very brilliant young woman, and now you can be a great mother. So first thing first, send out your resume, read the papers, respond to those ads, and keep an open mind also in the interim until you catch yourself that there is help socially available. And giving up the babies is not an option.
Is it easy for you to say?
No, it's not easy for me to say. I want to work with you, I want to encourage you, and I would also like to refer you to a social worker that deals deeply, more in depth than my type of counseling, to help you on that aspect. Would you agree to see that person?
Well, it depends.
Explain to me.
Well, I don't want my business out in the road, so.
That won't happen, that won't happen. Each and every counselor is guided by the Association of Counselors on confidentiality. You know, like when you go to the doctor, they took the Hippocratic Oath where they cannot divulge things about the client. Even when you're looking at TV, you see what the doctor will say, well, he can't say that because when he's in court, they will ask him certain things. Well, we are like that. I mean, we are not medical doctors, but that oath that we took, whatever you say to me, the only way I can divulge anything is if I think you're going to harm one of the children or yourself. Only then that confidence can be broken. So everything is safe here. I hope that I have put in your mind, at ease at least a little bit.
And I'm just thinking.
Would you like a few seconds to reflect, or would you like me to explain anything else? There are two other things I wanted to ask you, but I didn't want to rush you too much. I wanted to explain that aspect and then we'll move on.
But you can ask me and then I would sit down and, catch myself.
And then in the next few weeks too, I will like you to come back and have another session. Once you are agreeable, of course, and then you can probably have some time to internalize what we discussed. What about parental support or an aunt or grandmother? Do you have anybody?
I have myself. I have my mom.
She's very important. But you don't have a support base, sister?
When I found out that I was pregnant this time, she put me out of the house.
No siblings or nobody? Must be somebody.
I have friends who I just talk to every now and then. I have one or two friends that I can talk to.
When I said support, I meant talking is important, but you can talk to me. At least and it's confidential. But there are things you will share with your friend that you may not share here. So support is very, very important. Sometimes you might just want to have a word.
You mean like a shoulder to cry on?
Well, I don't want you to cry, but if you have to, but sometimes you just need to exhale and somebody is there. You have that?
I don't have it. I just exhale with my children. I just feel
Well, that is why you have to keep them with you.
my comfort to me is knowing that when I return from work, I can see my two baby girls just there sit out. Right? So that alone is comfort to me.
Yes,
Right?
I can see that in your expression.
That is just my comfort.
So then that is why you are going to work to keep your family together and keep your babies with you, not so?
Well, yes,
So you'll try.
I will try. It's a step, I will try.
Yes. And that is not an option. You will love your babies. Why would you want to, think of giving them up or anything like that?
Because I can make more.
And then you will give those up as well?
No, well, at that point in time, I know the next time I make children is when I'll be financially settled and
But
financially stable.
you can get stable. I've shown you avenues. Let us go over the help that is available to you. There's the food card and the intern, which is a substantial amount. It may not be at the salary you were getting, Okay? There's also, as I told you, the family court, that man has to say about his child. The other baby father is so unfortunate he's incarcerated, and the one that's on the way, their father is incarcerated, that's unfortunate. However, the first child's father, he has to provide. He's gainfully employed, I guess, I gauge from your discussion, and he needs, if he says it's not his own, let him come to the court and have the paternity test done. He has to share the parental responsibility. It's too much for you.
It's not that he don't want to help it. It's just that he wants me back, right? He willing to see both me and my other two children. But
correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you say that he was insinuating that the baby is not his?
yeah, because of the fact that I got pregnant the first time, the second time with the other child, he thought that, you know, I had the boyfriend. I had my second child partner there all the time now. But you know, he really wants a family with me, right? So that's why I really never take him to court. So I'm being honest.
Okay, I understand.
Right?
So is it that he was of the view that you were seeing both of them at the same time, and that hence he has suggested that the baby may or may not be his?
Yes.
And he also wants the relationship.
Well,
and
when
once
I
you
spoke to him last week, and I told him I'm pregnant, and I'm kids for this one. You know, he started to cry and saying, that I'm all real with me, because to see how this man who real love me and he would give me real heart, right? And I keep doing this and I just, so, you know, I thinking that I should just, I need some time, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to just think about it, because I want to what's best for me and my children, and then, you know, I'll move forward. But honestly, he don't support me financially, and I guess that's because of the issues that we have. But I think if I can I bring him here? Can you talk to the both of us together?
Yes, but when you bring him, I will not discuss, and I want to assure you, I will not share what, you know, you told me here today. We'll have a call a caucus, and we'll sit and see where we can reach.
So
What, you know, goals we can take. But what about the present baby's daddy?
but he a drug lord, you know. He already was a drug, you know. He just have sex after that.
Okay. But so you said I wouldn't ask what he's incarcerated for. I don't want to pry.
I could tell you he shoot him and he's not coming out now.
Okay, so he's not also.
Yeah, coming out now.
It's a serious offense, I understand. So you think that it will be safe right now, and that you are emotionally ready to go back to your first children's father?
Well, that's why I say I would, you know, I would come and talk to you, like, if I could come at least once a month and talk to you and say, that'd be good, right? It would help my little bit. And while talking to you too, while I told my mind, I need to think about the stuff in my life too. And, you know, when I start to feel a little better, then I could probably deal with the relationship issues that I'm having and then focus on the getting an extra. Right now, I feel I need a vacation. Right?
Well,
To clear my mind because I'm frustrated.
I see. Well, look at this lull between jobs as a vacation. It may not be the type of vacation that you envision for yourself. However, you can still, if you don't want to live in the court, I understand. You can still use the food card, and when your boyfriend, is it okay if I call him that?
Yeah, just call him a child.
Alright, when your children, right, for child father comes, then I will talk with both of you all and discuss upkeep on children and responsibility. But I want to deal with something before we close. It looks like a little touchy subject for you. I picked up some signals when you spoke about your mom. I may be wrong. When you suggested, you said that she put me out of the house when I was pregnant, and it was like and that was that. Don't you love your mom?
I love her, but honestly, right now, I'm ready to talk about it. So the next time,
Well, let me ask you one more question. I'm not pushing you. You need to let go of that pent-up anger, and you need to forgive her. Forgive her, because you were young and maybe that was one of the reasons.
Let's see what.
Forgive her. Think, pray on it and forgive her.
And how more sex can carry on with?
Because remember, you're pregnant and you have to take care of yourself. That includes eating properly, sleeping, and keeping it off the stress level. Keep it down. So there's two things you have to do for me. You have to reflect, right? Because like you have homework. You have to reflect on your relationship with your mom. You are still to consider if after you invite him, you would leave his number for me and I will call him and invite him to come to the counseling session with you. Still think of the court. Keep it in up as in the back burner as a last resort. And the food card.
Alright.
And you are also to go and get the form, or do you want me to source the form for you?
I'll get it for myself.
Okay. Well, you are an educated young lady. You go online and go on your government website and you'll get it. So that you can apply to service commission. So that we have government job. So you will not be on contract. So you will you'll get permanent eventually. Start temporary, you get regular, and then you are permanent.
Alright. Well,
Until you decide to move on to greener pastures.
okay. No problem.
I hope that the session today has helped you at least, to feel a little more comfortable, a little more relaxed, and has given you food for thought.
Okay.
I hope I have been of at least a little assistance.
Don't worry, I'll call you back.
Right? So, I'm scheduling you, right? You'll leave the number for the child's father with my secretary when you go on your way out. And your next session will be on the 15th of August.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's okay.
Okay. It was very nice seeing you, and stay good and God bless.
You too.